You're listening to another episode of Tiger Talk. I'm your host, JB, here with my co-host, Deville, and the guest, RJ.
What's
Yeah,
up?
sure.
RJ, tell me, how does it feel to be able to practice?
Man, it feel good. We ain't had pads on for about 11 months. So,
Uh,
and we, look at me. He said RJ. He said RJ.
go.
Dang. All right. But yeah, we had pads on for 11 months and we ain't really got to practice with each other because of COVID. So in the summer and stuff, everybody was separated. We had small groups and most people didn't even come back and do the summer work. So everybody back. It feel good.
Hey, RJ.
Yup.
I heard today was the day that y'all get back in pads. How you feeling about that?
Man, it feel good. I'm ready to hit some. We ain't touched nobody. We ain't got no contact in a minute. So we're gonna see where everybody at and see where we gotta work from here on. Why you talking about that? How you feel about it?
I'm feeling it. Me?
Yeah, you. How you feel?
I'm feeling good about it. But what you call it? We interviewing you,
Oh,
JB.
guess say less.
Man, you can ask us questions too. Personally, I
You
feel I feel good about it. Honestly, good to play some football again.
hmm How y'all feel about the younger guys on the team and how y'all think they gonna do?
Hmm. I guess. I guess we just got to see. I really don't know. It's a whole lot of talk though.
Yeah, definitely a whole lot of talk. I'm ready to see like if they can produce or what type of potential they have. But RJ, my second question is: so these past 2 days of practice, Monday and Tuesday, how do you think you did, or how do you think the team did?
Me personally, I think I did good. It was more like mental reps. Just getting myself more prepared for practices like today. And as a team, I think the first day we started off slow. Everybody was trying to get back into it. Like I said, we ain't practiced in a long time together, or we ain't never had nothing like this for a minute. So I feel like everybody was just trying to bounce back and get back into their groove. But Tuesday, we picked it up a little more. Tuesday, we had more energy, from the coaches, from the players and stuff. So I feel like today we got pads back on, so the coach is gonna be more energized, and that's gonna boost up the players. So I feel like we're gonna do great.
How do you interact with the coaches? Are you like, do you and the coaches get good? Are you and the coaches well together or what?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty good with the coaches, offensively and defensively. Um, we try to be cool, but at the end of the day, they still your coach, so you still got to listen and lock in. But it's times where you can have fun and celebrate and do stuff like that.
Okay, and, do you think the team potential is big for next year? Like, where do you see the team next year, next season?
I mean, every year we have a lot of hype around the team. We get good individual players every year, and it take a minute for it to click because like it's a team sport, so you don't need just one person. But I feel like we got enough experience now. Last year we had a lot of freshmen. We started a lot of freshmen, and with me being a senior, we got it's a couple younger guys, but they still last year they played a lot as freshmen. So I feel like we're gonna pick it up. We got great potential. We got a good coaching staff, so if they just put us in the right position, I think we can do the rest.
And I know we're not like being able to have like a full season this year, but as far as next year, do you think that this team is going to be the team that bring a national championship back to Ada, Oklahoma?
Man, I feel like we can. I feel like these games in the games in the spring gonna test us for that. Right now we scheduled to play a Division 1 school February 6th, so that's really gonna test us mentally more than it's gonna test us physically, but mentally more because how everybody gonna go into the game, if they're gonna be nervous, if they're gonna be scared, how they gonna play. So I feel like the spring is really gonna get us prepared for the season. And if we can stick with it and play with the teams that we're supposed to play in the spring, then I'm not saying it's gonna be a cakewalk during the season, but it's gonna look pretty good for us.
Is there any teams other than the one that we're playing? Is there any other teams you would like to play to prepare us for the season in the spring?
Yeah, I'm from Texas, man, so I like to play a lot more teams in Texas. Texas A&M Commerce, Midwestern State. Some of the best teams, some of the best D2 teams in Texas. San Angelo. I like to go down there and play a lot of those teams. Um, that's more of like a personal reason though, because more people get to come see me play, more family get to finally see me play. 'Cause, from here at home it's kind of far. So just being able to go to Texas and play at Tarleton, a lot of people gonna get to come out and see that. So yeah,
DeVille, is there any more teams you want to play?
Teams?
Yeah, any schools that you would like to play in the spring?
If I had the choice, I'd say one of them would be TSU.
hmm
Okay, and then RJ, how do you feel about the minority group or organization they're trying to start here at ECU?
man. Ooh, we. All right. I don't know. I feel like with the first meeting that we had, everybody was unprepared. Nobody was expected to be asked the questions that they was asked. I feel like they just came in to show us the video and then ask us a couple questions and didn't really think everybody was gonna talk. But what they didn't understand is most of the teams that was there already got to watch that video and saw the whole video. So with them cutting the video off like that, kind of pissed people off. And then, like I said, we already had this. We already had to talk with the team and watch the video together. So we was already prepared to come back and talk about that. So I don't think they was ready for us to talk about that. So
When you say
I
they,
think they all got
who
caught
are
off
they?
guard.
When you say they, who are you talking about? They.
Man, the principal. What's her name? The president. I think the president, the coaches, everybody that was standing on that stage was not prepared for us to really talk the way that we talked and communicate and had a dialogue that we had with them. Especially I feel the president really wasn't ready. Um, I don't feel like I don't feel like she was just. I feel like she was just feeling to be there. Like she just felt like it would look better for her to be there instead of actually be there and have a conversation with us.
So do you think like it'll work, or like do you think that they're really trying to make the minorities here at ECU like a priority?
Yeah, after we had that I had that long talk with him, with her and everybody else that was there. I feel like towards the end we finally kind of came to a conclusion on what we needed to do next and how we can move forward on that, not just going there yelling, being upset about everything, but coming in and actually having a plan. Like they didn't have a plan last time that we was there. They didn't have a foolproof plan. So I feel like with us coming in and us finally having a plan would be good.
Do you have any ideas on what you think they should do to help with this, or like help with the minorities being a priority?
I feel like making us being like, especially being student athletes here and being minorities, black or whatever. I feel like they should make us feel more safe, more wanted here. Because some athletes, some black people here, we don't really feel wanted. Like if you go somewhere and you just walk around, or you go to a store out here, if you're not wearing any ECU gear, then people they look at you, or they give you that look, or some don't really want to talk to you, or they'll look at you and move away and stuff like that. So you don't really feel wanted here. And then you throw on some ECU gear, and then they act a totally different way. They talk to you. They ask you about what sport you play, or ask you about the season, or just ask you anything like that. So I feel like we should feel more comfortable outside of the sport, outside of our sports, outside of athletics. Like I should not have to be like, okay, I'm going to the store. Let me throw on a ECU hoodie, a ECU shirt. I don't feel like I should have to do that. I feel like I should be walk anywhere out here comfortably.
So you're saying you want to be looked at as a student first before an athlete here at ECU?
Yeah, I want to be looked at as a black male walking around. I don't want to be a black football player or a prize or something like that. Like I don't want to be an object I want to be looked at as a human, as a person. I don't want to be no object to anybody.
Okay, and you
In particular, have you got any of those problems, like specific, like you towards
Like
you?
me personally, yeah, I've been here. I've been here 4 years, so yeah, I had those problems. When I first got here on campus, I in one of my first classes I was here as a comp class. I was the only black person in the class, so it was just like the looks I was getting, and I'll be walking, and I'll look at somebody, I'll do a little head nod, and they'll put their head down and walk away, or put their head down and walk fast. They see me coming, put their head down, walk fast, and speed walk past me. They didn't give me a chance to say hi. So it's just like I feel like they don't know us. They don't know us enough, and they don't feel comfortable with us. And just it's vice versa. Sometimes we don't feel comfortable with them. Like being where most of us is from, we ain't seen like a predominantly white place like this. So it's just bad on both sides. It's just I'm not gonna feel as comfortable to come up to you and say, hey, just like you're not gonna feel that way towards me. So I've gotten looks before. I've never gotten anything like verbally though. Like I've gotten looks. I can just feel. You just look around, and you can just feel it. Like the energy, just the energy around. So I feel like that's some ways that we can really change that. Is just how people look, like help people look at us different ways instead of the way that they look at us.
and also I feel like before the season actual starts, like in the first day of school, or even before the first day of school, I feel like that we should have meet an athlete day, where all the athletes are at the stadium, and then the regular students come and everybody just kind of have fun and play games. We only time we actually really get to talk to regular students are doing like homecoming or something. I feel like
Yeah,
have like something before the season, or something first day of practice or something, to where we'll be able to interact with regular students and they get to know us and we get to know them.
honestly, I feel like that's better than I like the whole minority athlete thing. I like it. It starts with us, but at the same time, I feel like we should be having something with students here because obviously we're not the problem with each other. Like we're good with each other. We're not the problem. It's everybody else around us. Like it shouldn't just have to be how athletes, get treated or how we treat each other. It should be how the school treats us and everything like that. I feel like it should be more students, like regular students, like coming up and like I think a couple weeks ago we had it was like only white players had a meeting with the coaches and everything. I feel like it should happen like that for students. Like they're not gonna know until we tell them anything, and it's vice versa. So I feel like everybody needs to be in on. I feel like everybody got to be on the same board and on the same page. It shouldn't just be the athletes. Because, like I said, after you leave practice or after you leave anything, it's not just athletes anymore. You're around everybody in the real world. So I feel like everybody should be educated on the thing. Everybody should see the video. They should play the video for the school. Same video they showing us. They should play that video for everybody and let everybody see that video.
Okay, then we're gonna go back to football a little bit. I remember you saying you was a senior, and now I know that we don't have a season this year. And I know the NCAA allowed players to actually get that extra year. Tell me, how do you feel about knowing that you have an extra year to play football?
Man, I feel like it blessed me this year because last year was going through a lot of injuries, so I didn't really get to play a full season. So now it's like I get some practice games in the spring, and then I get a whole nother season of football. So I feel like it's a blessing to me. I'm excited about it actually. I get a clean slate. Everything that happened last year don't even matter. It's just moving on from here. So I like it. I'm excited that they gave us that choice and gave us a decision to come back to be able to come back and play, and that those games in the spring they don't even count against us. So that's even better. It's just more practice for me.
And you're listening to another episode of Tiger Talk. I want to thank you, RJ, for joining us today.
Man, thank you for having me out.
That'll be it, and we'll see you next time.